Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Game 2 between Puerto Rico and Texas in the Division Series in the Connie Mack League. In Game 1, Texas took a 5-0 first inning lead, only to see Puerto Rico come back with a three-run homer, a pinch-hit three-run homer by Orlando Cepeda in the 7th, followed by a big two-run homer in the top of the 9th off of Joe Nathan to pick up the win and take a 1-0 series lead. Jose Berrios is scheduled to start this game. He's 1-0 so far in the playoffs. Greg Maddux, a no decision in his last start, but is pitching very well. And Puerto Rico, with an opportunity to take possibly 2 games on the road against Texas. Alomar, Lindor, and Clemente in the top 3 of the batting order. Gonzalez, Beltran, Delgado, Ivan Rodriguez, and Mike Lowell at the bottom of the lineup. Joe Morgan, Gary Templeton to start short today and bat second. Eddie Matthews third, Robinson fourth, Tris Speaker fifth, Lance Berkman in the 6th hole, Cecil Cooper, the first baseman, to bat 7th, Jerry Grody to come on in to bat 8th for Greg Maddux. It's partly cloudy today, 56 degrees, wind blowing out to center field at 10 miles an hour, and a little over 47,000 fans in attendance at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. And we'll get this game going underway here. Puerto Rico was able to score 7 runs on 10 hits. It was able to blitz 3 home runs. Rodriguez with his third of the playoffs, Cepeda with a pinch hit shot, and Roberto Alomar with the icing on the cake in the 9th to get the win. Berkman with a second run of the playoffs, and Ernie Banks connected for his first. So far, Roberto Alomar has just been red hot since the beginning of the playoffs. He's 11 of 19 and drove in his first 2 runs on his first home run of the playoffs in the last game. Here we go. And we're on their way here. A 1-0 pitch here to Roberto Alomar. And a line drive and a base hit the other way. And his hot hitting continues as he continues to just get on base and set the table for Puerto Rico. Lindor is 5 for 20 with a home run and 5 RBIs. Steal attempt. The throw to second is not in time, and a stolen base for Alomar. He gets on with a steal. So Matt at second, 0-1 here. 1-1 pitch. There's a ground ball right to first. Cooper will touch the bag to pick up the out, but Alomar heads over to third with 1 down. Clemente is 5 of 18 with 2 RBIs. The 1-1 to Clemente. Line drive and a base hit up the middle, and just like that, Puerto Rico's taking a 1-0 lead. Takes a 1-1 fastball, and Clemente just pokes it up the middle for an RBI single and a 1-0 lead. Gonzalez is 417. He's been very tame in this playoffs, and he's looking to sort of make some noise with a 2-2. Here's a drive. He ripped it back at the track, back at the wall, and it is gone. And Juan Gonzalez, he makes his presence felt here. A 2-run home run. We're just talking about how tame he's been, and he responds in kind with his first home run of the playoffs. And just like that, a 3-0 lead for Puerto Rico in the first with 1 down. Beltran is 5 of 16 with a home run and 5 RBIs in this series. A 2-1 pitch. The line drive, but right at Maddux for the second out. Delgado's hit 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, is 9 of 14 in these playoffs. A 2-2. Struck him out, a nice cutter, but they do pick up 3, and Puerto Rico has put up 3 with Texas coming up the bat. Berrios, 5 in the 3rd inning, 7 hits, 4 runs the last time, but he picked up the win because Puerto Rico scored a plethora of runs against Japan. Here's a pitch to Joe Morgan. There's a high fly ball that is hit to right field, and Clemente will charge in and reach up for the catch for the first out. Templeton is 1 of 5 with 1 RBI so far in these playoffs. A 2-2. Line drive and a base hit the other way. So he's aboard with 1 down. And in comes Eddie Matthews. There's 2 home runs, 9 RBIs in these playoffs. Here's a ground ball to second. They'll throw the ball to first to get the sure out, but Templeton moves up to second. Might have been an opportunity to go get the lead runner. And here comes Robinson. Another piece, 11 or 26. Just one RBI. Here's the pitch to Robinson. A fly ball to center field. This is playable for Beltran. That'll end the inning. And Puerto Rico's up 3-0 as we go to the top of the second. Ivan Rodriguez has 3 home runs and 8 RBIs this postseason and has been excellent behind the plate. The 0-1 to Rodriguez. There's a ground ball to third. Throw by Matthews, who picks up the first out. Mike Lowell, his lone has been a solo shot. The pitch. There's a drive. It is high. It is deep. It is going, and it is gone. It is gone. And a home run for Mike Lowell is second of the playoffs. And they've taken a big 4-0 lead here. Berrios, a line ground ball right to second. Morgan will fire the first and second out here. And boy, Maddux is really reeling, and he's going to have to really start pitching better because he's just been hit around here. The 3-1 to Alomar, and he walks him. Here's Lindor. He ground that up to first. The 0-2. He walks him. The ball's thrown away by Grody, and Alomar winds up at second on the throw. The 2-2 to Lindor. There's a ground ball to second. Morgan will pick it up, fire to first. That'll end the inning. But a home run by Mike Lowell, is second in the playoffs, has given Puerto Rico a 4-0 lead. Speaker, the 3-1. Line drive base hit into the corner. That'll be for extra bases. Speaker is running, hustling on his way to second. He is in there with a double. Lance Berkman to come up here. 9 for 26 with 2 homers and 12 RBIs in these playoffs. The 1-2. Here's a drive hit to left. This will be playable for Gonzalez. There's the first out of the inning, but the runner will tag from second to third. With 1 down, Cooper to come up. Here's a pitch. There's a ground ball to second. Almo will throw to first to pick up the out, but Texas will collect their first run of the ball game. And an RBI ground out 4-3. Allowing Speaker to score. Jerry Grody, the 2-2. Struck him out. Nice changeup in the inning, but they do pick up a run. And a 4-1 lead for Puerto Rico. Clemente, Gonzalez, and Beltran to come up here. 1-1 to Clemente. There's a fly ball to center. Speaker is going to hustle in and grab the ball, and that'll end the inning. That'll pick up the first out. What do you talk about? The 0-1 to Gonzalez on a home run last time up. There's a high fly ball that's in the left field, but this is playable for Berkman. He's under it, makes the catch, and just like that, 3 pitches in, and you got 2 outs. Beltran 0 for 1 so far. Looking to sort of prolong this inning here. The 1-1 by Maddux. There's a ground ball and a base hit to right. Beltran keeps the inning going. Delgado 0 for 1 so far. The 1-2 pitch. There's a steal attempt. Throw to second, not in time. And Beltran has a stolen base. The 2-2 to Delgado is a ground ball right to Matthews. Will fire it to first. That'll end the inning. And despite the hit and the steal by Beltran, he's left there. To the bottom of third now, Maddux, Morgan, and Templeton. 3-0 to Maddux. He walks in. Morgan, the 3-2. Here's a drive to center. This will be playable by Beltran. There's the first out. Templeton, the 1-0. There's a line drive and a base hit up the middle. His second hit of the ball game. First and second, 1 down for Matthews. The 2-2. Struck him out on a big time fastball. And there's your second out of the inning. Robinson 0 for 1 today. First ball hitting. He gets hit. The bases are loaded now for Tris Speaker, who ripped a double and scored. The 2-1 to Speaker. There's a drive and a base hit up the middle. 1 run's going to come in and score. 2 runs are going to come in and score. Speaker on the throw goes to second, a runner at third, and a 2-run single. Has made it 4-3 Puerto Rico. That was the feeder that Texas's offense that will awaken the second time at bat. Here's the 1-1 here, both men. Here's a drive that is into extra bases. That'll play in 2 more runs. And Berkman has himself a 2-run double as Texas has now taken a 5-4 lead. Cooper, the 0-2. Here's a line drive. There's a base hit into right field. Clemente and an RBI single with an RBI single has made it 6-4 Texas. And that'll be it for Berrios as he's gone. Mike Perez to come on in to face Jerry Grody, the 0-2. Here's a drive in the right field, pushing Clemente back, but he's going to make that final catch, but they score 5 runs and chase Jose Berrios from the ball game. And Maddux, who was hit early, now has a 2-run cushion heading to the top of the 4th. Texas is the reason why they went over 119 games. They can flat out hit. You're going to have to keep up with them. It's going to be hard to do. The 0-1 to Ivan Rodriguez is a ground ball to third. Matthews will pick it up, fire to first, and there's the first out of the inning. Mike Lowell's solo shot gave Puerto Rico it seemed to be a comfortable 4-0 lead. That has imploded fairly quickly. A 3-1 to Lowell. There's a ground ball up the middle. There's a base hit. And Lowell's second hit of the ball game. Orlando Cepeda coming to first base to replace Carlos Delgado. A 3-2 to Cepeda. Struck him out. Nice fastball in the inside corner. Nice swing and miss. Alomar 1-for-1 with a walk and a steal and a run scored. Another steal attempt, a throw to second, not in time. And Lowell has himself a stolen base. A 1-0 to Alomar. There's a drive to center, but beautiful catch by Speaker to end the inning. And Perez to come on in the bottom of the 4th. Maddux, Morgan, and Templeton. Here's a ground ball right to short. The throw by Lindor for the first out. The 3-2 to Morgan. Here's a drive hit the other way, back at the track, back at the wall, and it is gone. And a solo foam run opposite field by Joe Morgan has upped the lead to 7-4. Here comes Templeton. The 2-2. Here's a drive hit to left. This is playable for Gonzalez. That'll pick up the first out, the second out of the inning, excuse me. Eddie Matthews, 0-for-2 so far. He's been pretty tame, but he's willing to rip a few balls here. There's a drive to right field, though. But this will be playable for Clemente, who's under and makes the catch, settle in the inning. And Texas has tacked on another run. And they now lead 7-4. They go to the top of the 5th. Lindor, Clemente, and Gonzalez. And Lindor's due to explode here. The 1-2. Here's a ground ball right to Morgan. Morgan will throw to first. Beautiful play to pick up the ball and fire to first to get the first out. The 0-1 to Clemente. Here's a ground ball to first. This is playable for Cooper, who takes it unassisted to the bag and picks up the second out. Gonzalez the 1-2. Struck him out. What a slider to end the inning. And Puerto Rico goes down 1-2-3. Mike Perez to pitch again. The 0-2 to Robinson. Line drive and a base hit to left. 3-2 to Speaker. He walks him. Berkman, the 1-2. Struck him out. What a slider for the first out. Cooper, 0 for 1. He's 1 for 2, excuse me, with a couple RBIs. The 2-2 to Cooper. Struck him out. Nice fastball. On the outside corner, swung and missed. Grody. Here's a drive to center. This is playable for Beltran, who's under this and will collect the out. And finally, for the first time in basically 4 innings, Texas also goes down without scoring a run. To the top of this with Beltran, Perez, and Ivan Rodriguez to come up. So Beltran likely a pinch hitter for Perez and Ivan Rodriguez to come up. The pitch to Beltran. There's a drive to center. This is playable right at Speaker for the first out. Bernie Williams to make his first appearance in this series. He's coming to pinch against Greg Maddux. The 0-1. There's a ground ball, base hit up the middle. Base hit up the middle for Bernie Williams. Ivan Rodriguez 0 for 2 today. First ball hitting. There's a drive, and that'll fall in for a base hit. First and second now with 1 down, and they have runners in first and second, 1 out. Maddux has thrown 93 pitches here through 5 1/3. Lowell has singled and has homered. But 1-0 to Lowell. There's a drive to center. This is playable for Speaker. There's out number 2. Cepeda struck out his last time up. 2-2 to Cepeda. Struck him out with a nice fastball. Took a little bit off it. No runs have been scored here by Puerto Rico as Texas pretty much goes down in order here. Into the bottom of the 6th, with Juan Agosto pitching his second game in as many days. Perez was able to pitch 2 1/3 innings and surrender a home run on a run. Agosto to face Maddux, Morgan, and Templeton. The pitch by Agosto. Here's a drive to center. This is well hit, but Beltran's under this, runs and chases it and gets it. 1 out. Morgan, first ball hitting. Ground ball to second. Alomar. Cepeda for out number 2. Templeton will be batting on the right side here. He's 2 for 3 today. The 1-2 pitch. The ground ball right to Alomar. He throws it to first. That'll end the inning. And they get some quality pitching here for Augusto. As Texas goes down 1-2-3. To the top of the 7th, Puerto Rico down by 3. Alomar, Lindor, and Clemente to face off against Greg Maddux on 100 pitches now. Exactly. The 1-0 pitch by to Alomar. There's a fly ball that's hit to left center. This is playable for Berkman. He's under it and makes the first, puts it away for the first out. Francisco Lindor 0 for 3 today. 3-0 pitch by Maddux. It's a ground ball right to Cooper on a 3-0 pitch. He swings at it. An undisciplined swing there. That's out number 2. Clemente's 1 for 3. The pitch by Maddux. There's a ground ball to second. Morgan will pick it up. He'll fire it to first. That'll end the inning. And Puerto Rico goes down in order as we head to the 7th inning stretch with Texas up by 3. Agosto pitching his 2nd inning of work. Face Matthews, Robinson, and Speaker. The 2-2 to Matthews. Swing and a miss. Nice fastball in the inside corner. Tying the hands of Matthews, and there's the first out. The 1-0 to Robinson. Alomar fires to first. What a nice play there. Elite fielding there by Alomar. The 3-2 to Juan. There's a drive to Speaker, drives it right to Clemente. That'll end the inning. So after 7 complete, 7-4 Texas. Maddux pitching is still into the 8th now. It's Gonzalez, Beltran, and Agosto. You'll be pinch hit for. Here's Gonzalez. Here's a ground ball base hit to right field. And so Gonzalez is on with a leadoff single. Beltran 1 for 3 today. The 2-2 to Beltran. Weak ground ball right to Maddux. The throw set for 1. Not in time for 2. And the force out at second gives him the first out. Jose Vidro will come in and pinch hit here. Last game went out with a pinch hit single. The 2-2 to Vidro. There's a ground ball and a base hit to right. On his way to third is Beltran. First and third. 1 down. Here comes Ivan Rodriguez. He is due for a big hit. The 3-1 out. There's a drive to left. And the throw to the play, they got him. And a double play. Not a wise move there to forcing the runner to go home. Berkman cut the ball shallow and he was running into the ball. And he made a solid throw to pick up the final out of the inning. Edwin Nunez. Two solid innings there for Agosto. And here's Edwin Nunez. There's Berkman, Cooper, and Brody. There's a pitch to Berkman. There's a drive hit the other way. Back at the track, back at the wall. It is high, it is going, it is gone. First pitch swinging, first pitch home run. Berkman with his third home run of the playoffs. It is 8-4, Texas. So Berkman with a 2-run single, and now has a solo homer. And Texas slowly running away with it here. Here's Cecil Cooper, who's doing in 2 runs, the 0-1. With a weak pop up. This will be playable for Eddie Matthews. There's your second out of the inning. Brody, the 2-2. There's a ground ball right to third. Lowell will fire it, throw to first. There's a second out. Maddux still in the ball game here. The 2-1. Ground ball to first. Cepeda will pick it up. That'll end the inning. But Texas goes down quietly, and Puerto Rico is going to need something from their hitters here if they're going to do anything significant. Lowell to face Maddux. The 1-2. Struck him out. Nice slider for the first out. Cepeda, the 1-0. Ground ball to third. Matthews will throw to first to collect the second out of the inning. Alomar 1 for 3 today. The 2-2. There's a drive. It'll be for extra bases. So Alomar with a second hit of the ball game. I'll be for extra bases in there with a triple. Francisco Lindor is 0 for 4 today. The 0-2 struck him out with a nice fastball inside, And that'll end the ball game as Maddux pitches a complete game as Texas downs Puerto Rico 8-4. Greg Maddux, who goes the distance, picks up his first win of the postseason. Jose Berrios, who struggled and was kicked out of the ball game into the third after not even 3 innings, and it gets tagged with a loss. He's now 1-1. And it's a tough loss there. So Berrios picks up the loss. He's 1-1. Maddux, the complete game win. He goes to 1-1 in these playoffs. And they just really had a hard time trying to get. Now Maddux got hit. He got hit, but after the first couple innings, he just gave up nothing the rest of the way, and made it fairly easy, and allowed us the bullpen to be spared for a couple of for at least for game 2. Plus, they have a day of rest, so you've got a full bullpen coming up, ready to be used when needed. So, it's a fine performance there today for Greg Maddux, who picks up the win and allows his team to even the series at 1-1 apiece. Boy, Jose Berrios was really hit hard here. 2 and 2/3, 6 earned runs, 6 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. He gets tagged with a loss. So the series is now tied 1 game apiece, with Texas winning 8-4. The series will be shifting to San Juan, Puerto Rico at Harambe Foreign Stadium. And we'll see you in game 3. So on behalf of the WA and the WA Television Network, this is John Pepper Georgiou. Wish you a pleasant evening and see you next time.